المي نعم، من أهم أشياء بحياتنا بنعملها وبنستعملها هي المي. هي الفاونتن اوف يوث أو المي الحياة يلي بنستعملها بالإنجليزي H2O. بتاخد هي 2 مولكيولز من الهيدروجين، 1 مولكيول من الأكسجين. يعني كتير كتير سهلة وهينة، بنفس الوقت كتير معقدة، وهي بحاجة لها نحن للحياة. ولهالسبب اليوم معنا باستوديوهاتنا من نيلسون واتر سيستم Mark Nelson and Nicholas. Welcome to our studios. It's one of the most important things we use in our life. Water, we can't live without it, and we need it. And yet, it's put a lot of fear in a lot of people's lives, because some people are really, have a hang up about water. They will not touch anything other than bottled water to drink, and then other people don't give a hoot about it. They're just saying, water. I can pick it up from the ground and drink it. First of all, welcome to our studios.
Thank you, Jerry.
And thank you for coming in. Tell me, when it comes to water and the complexity of water, we're saying, it's so complex, yet it's so simple. Let's start off with drinking water, okay? We hear time and time again that we're living in one of the best cities in the country as far as drinking water and clean water systems in the city of Ottawa. It's won all kinds of awards for the cleanest water. But yet, for its cleanliness, we all know that the water here in the city of Ottawa and elsewhere still has a lot of chemicals in it that we can actually do without. Now, you're the experts. Tell me all about it.
Well, I think the thing is, Jerry, most people, they make a choice to drink bottled water, mainly for the taste, and secondly, for convenience. And for the most part, once people have made the choice to drink high-quality water, they'll never go back to the tap. The taste difference is quite obvious, and it's the best thing for your health. You can start with making the choice to drink a high-quality product.
Now, Nicholas, when it comes to what Mark is saying about when we make the choice for drinking water, when I think about it, people lug these big bottles of water home. We got, a lot of them have these water fridges at home, or even the small, 500 ml bottles and what have you. And then we're using those bottles to drink. And then yet we're using maybe another 70% of our water consumption that's not even associated to those water bottles. But yet we're contradicting ourselves in a way where we're using the 80% of water to wash our vegetables, to do all kinds of other things. And then if we're worried about the water quality, then we've just killed it by using the tap water.
Well, that's correct. A lot of people will resort to bottled water just for the drinking purposes. They're going out the door, they're going to the gym, and they'll grab a bottle on their way out. Yet when it comes to making soups, coffees, teas, they're going to resort back to their tap water. And so at the end of the day, you're looking at a contradicting, way of doing things. And there's a few things that we need to really ask ourselves when we're dealing with bottled water. What is the quality of that bottled water? There are some bottled water companies out there that actually go through the process of purifying the water and actually, putting the water that they're taking from mostly bottled water in North America comes from our municipal taps. Some just bottle it basically right off the tap, and some people actually take the time to purify it and treat it. And so when we look at bottled water, we ask ourselves, okay, what kind of water are we getting? And people really need to start looking at the labels and reading the labels to make sure that what they're buying is actually of a higher quality than their own tap water.
It's a well-known fact that the water bottle industry is not as well regulated as we like it to be in Canada. So, but okay, here the onus is. As a family man, as a homeowner, as a person who cares, is it within my means and my hand? Can I put the onus on me to ensure that my family is getting regulated clean water? For example, can I change the system in my house? Can I do something about purifying all the water in my house without worrying about the bottled water that comes out that's maybe not regulated, that's probably filled up from a source that's not even tested, or tap water, as you said, that's not even been treated?
Well, one of the things that's important to know is that most water bottles out there, when you actually look at the price, take a 500 milliliter bottle, even if you're looking at the lower end, you're going to be paying about $1 for that bottle. Times that by 2, and you're paying $2 for 1 liter of water. If we take a look at the price of gas right now, the price of gas is at about $1.25, and everybody's complaining that that is, absurd. And so at the end of the day, if we're paying twice and sometimes up to 5-6 times the price of gas that we are paying for water, that's really not good economics at the end of the day. I mean, with Nelson Water, you can treat your water either for drinking purposes or life support purposes, all the way to a whole house application for sometimes as little as $1 a day. And to be able to have that and to have access to that good, clean, prestige water and to know exactly 24/7 what you are drinking, because we guarantee the final product at the end, that is priceless at the end of the day.
Mark, when Nicholas talks about a system that's installed in the home and purifies the water 24/7, and now does that just take in these systems? When I think of these systems, do they just take in the drinking water, or are we talking about also a system that can take in the total water consumption of a home, whether it be bath water, cleaning water? And I also want to, that's part one of the question, and I have a part two about how important is it to purify the water that we bathe in and to wash in and what have you. Let's talk about the drinking water first.
Well, the drinking water to start with, obviously we want to get that to a higher level of quality so that it tastes great and we have no residual chemicals of any kind in that water, and that we can normally do at the kitchen sink or in the bathroom, primarily where a person is going to consume water. Take it from the fridge, for example. And as we realize, the drinking water part of it is only a small percentage of all the water we use in the day. So your second part of the question, obviously, when we're showering and bathing, there's a fact there that when you're in the shower and you're breathing that hot air and that hot water is hitting your skin, you're actually absorbing up to 7 times more chlorine through your skin and breathing than you actually do when you're drinking the water. So it's obviously makes sense then that we should be treating that water with as much importance as we're treating the drinking water. And so that's what we call a whole home system.
So what you're telling me now, when you're treating the water, you're basically, you're taking this clean water that the city provides us, and you're taking the chlorine basically out of that. That's one of the elements that it cleans. What other things does it clean?
Jerry, the city does a great job at making sure that our water is safe to drink. Mm-hmm. One of the best testing procedures in the country is done here in Ottawa in regards to bringing the water from the plants to our water and staying safe and therefore bacteria free. And the way they do that is they make sure that there is enough chemicals such as chlorine into the water so that when it arrives at our home, we can drink it and nothing is going to happen. It's up to us to really take that water and to turn it into not only safe water, but also healthy water. Everybody knows what chlorine is. It is a chemical, right? And it's designed to kill the bacteria in the water. And so we shouldn't, for the most part, be consuming that on a day-to-day basis.
So, when we're looking at the recommended intakes of water, 3 to 4 liters of water a day, that's a lot of chlorine to take in if you're drinking regular water without being, treated.
Well, the important thing to remember is that once the water has reached your tap, the chlorine has completely done its job. There's no reason for it to still be in there. I mean, the city has to put it in to ensure that when it leaves their filtration plant, after it flows through about 10 or 20 miles of plumbing and underground pipes, that it's still safe to drink. But there's no reason to have it in your tap when you open it in the house. That's why we take the chlorine out before it comes out of your tap.
About this, Mark, I'm not listening to Nicholas here. I'm listening to you because you come with 27 years of experience. With all due respect, Nicholas, sorry, I just had to say that. We're talking about someone who decided to make this a passion. Took his passion, make it into life, bringing people, clean water and what have you. You've been doing this for 27 years.
Well, I have, and it all started for me when I built a home in the country, and I needed. I got the well drilled. Next thing I knew, I had water coming out that smelled like rotten eggs and was yellow in color, and there was no way we were going to drink that or bathe in it. So I got a company to come in, and I was convinced from that day forward.
Well, what just convinced me now, gentlemen, is that only every 6 months I have to worry about changing filters. It's not a weekly affair. Nicholas, again, you come packed with a lot of information. It's not all about Mark here, okay? You're all right, man. You said it costs about $1.50 a day if I do the whole household, including
including taking the chlorine out for your shower.
So this half hour
water
that I spend underneath I love sitting underneath the shower in the water. Half hour a day, I'm going to eliminate all that stuff that I'm inhaling and then penetrating my skin, because obviously a lot of stuff. And then we spend, again, a family of 4, we spend I'd say good hour and a half to hour 45 minutes a day in the shower.
Wow.
In a family of 4, we do, because we like taking long showers, and that's a major shift in a lifestyle.
Oh, that's correct. And you see a lot of different changes. I mean, chlorine is harmful, and when you're talking about chlorine in your skin, you get dryness that can happen and things like that. And so just the fact of showering in chlorine-free water is night and day in comparison.
Excellent.
Most people don't realize too that the chemicals in the water, like the chlorine, for example, that's a real big role in things like psoriasis and dry skin, and people are running for the creams and the moisturizers. They don't realize that one of the biggest causes of all that is the chemicals that are in the water.
Excellent. So you know what? You got one customer out of this, okay? You got me now. You got me convinced. So there we go.
We pride ourselves, Jerry, on really taking safe water and turning it into the highest quality and healthy water.
Okay, the homeowner should be convinced, okay? Because this is great. How about the apartment dwellers? Can you install a system in the for the at least the tap water? Would you be able to install that?
We can. Obviously, we're going to try to get the owner of the building to okay the work. We always want to make sure that the owners are okay with the work. But if somebody is interested,
they're interested. They can make the inquiries with their landlord and find out.
Of course, give us a call and we'll help guide you through the process of making sure you as well can enjoy the highest quality
Nelson water system. That's very simple. You know what? Visit their website. I did, and that's one of the reasons we're here this morning, because they're so knowledgeable on water. They've been around since 1985. So if my calculations are right, that's 27 years, right? So 27 years in business. That's not yesterday's students. That's today's professors. And did I come up with that just right off the bat?
That's amazing.
Oh my God.
That's great.
Mark Nelson. They're at nelsonwater.com. Very simple. And people who don't want to access the internet, they want to get a hold of you, they can call you at what number there, Mark?
Call us at 613-831-8491.
That's 613-831-8491. And you have, and you know what? This is not a one and two man or lady team at Nelson Water. This is a whole team of water specialists that take care of you. And Mark and Nicholas, thank you for coming in today. And you know what? You've convinced me. Okay, you've heard it on Chin Radio, South Najum. I'm off the bottle. You just weaned me off the bottle. Thank you so much for convincing me to wean myself off the bottle, and then bringing in a cleaner, healthier system into our homes. And you know what? We've been talking English to you guys. I just want to point this out before. When that phone number you gave us, 613-831-8491, you can talk to Mark or Nicholas if you like, but if إذا بتحبوا تحكوا عربي كمان زوجته لمارك زينة Mehdi Nelson بتحكي عربي منيح. She's not available this morning because she's doing all the work at the office, right?
That's it.
Zaina, hello, Zaina. Zaina will be able to speak to our listeners in their language, and she speaks Arabic 20 times better than I do. So there you go. So
well, thank you very much, Jerry, and thank you to your listeners this morning. And healthy water is definitely the way to go.
It's been a pleasure, and we do want to offer any of the listeners that we extend an offer. If you do call us and purchase a system and mention that you heard us on Chin Radio, we're offering you a 20% discount.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes.
There you go. And see, by the way, I heard you on Chin Radio. I just want my 20% right now. Thank you, Mark and Nicholas from Nelson Water System. That's nelsonwater.com. Nelsonwater.com. 613-831-8491. That's 613-831-8491. Gentlemen, thank you again, and healthy drinking. And yes, I am off the bottle. No more lugging these heavy boxes of water. Thank you. For less than $1 a day. Why not?
Bye now.
Thank you.